want you to hold me down, 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 down forever. Hey, said you know I wanna keep you around forever.
Hey guys, it's Michelle and I'm back here on the channel bringing you a new video that I'm particularly excited about because it's all about Instagram. And Instagram is one of my favorite things of life. I'm definitely guilty of just stressing out too much about my feed and my theme and all that annoying stuff. But if you are like that too, then this is the perfect video for you because I'm going to be talking about my 8 secrets for not only a bangin' feed, but to grow your following, to get more likes, more comments, more followers, obviously. So if you're interested in any of that, keep on watching. Tip number 1, posting time is everything. I think a lot of people might be unaware of this, but the time that you post your Instagram picture actually is the most important thing. You could post an amazing picture at like 3 p.m. and it'll get less likes than a picture that might be less cute that you're posting at like 8 p.m. So I'm going to tell you guys the best times to post your pictures on Instagram. You guys may have another opinion, and if you do, please comment that down below for everybody to see, but I have tested out lots of different times and I find that between 9 to 11 a.m. is the best time to post in the mornings, and then I found that between 7 p.m. and midnight is the best time to post in the evenings. And I've also found that Thursdays and Fridays are not the best days to post, I think because that's when people are a little bit burnt out from the week, they're ready to, you know, like party it up, so they're not really checking social media as much. Tip number 2, if you're gonna do a flat lay, you need to invest in some contact paper. Contact paper is going to make all of your flat lay dreams come true. I invested in marble contact paper from Amazon. I think it was around 20 bucks. I'll try to link it down below. If it's out of stock, I'll find something similar. And I just stuck that to a big old piece of cardboard and now it looks like I have an amazing, beautiful marble table countertop in my own home, which I definitely do not. There's also contact paper in many other textures, so if marble isn't your thing, there's something else out there for you as well. Tip number 3, use hashtags. This tip has honestly changed my Instagram life. I used to think that I was too good for hashtags, that I was above hashtags, which, you know, some of you maybe are, but I certainly am not, and I found that using hashtags has just boosted up my likes like nobody's business. It's crazy. So the way that I like to use hashtags to keep it classy, to not have it cluttering up my captions, because, you know, I spend a lot of time thinking of the perfect caption. I'm not gonna make it look, you know, tacky with a ton of hashtags in there. I like to keep my hashtags on the Notes app on my phone. This way they're always on hand and I don't have to retype the same hashtags every time I want to post an Instagram photo. The way that I like to keep my hashtags discreet is that I type 5 dots and then I start hashtagging my hashtags. So the way that you find hashtags is looking at hashtags that similar accounts are using. You're more than welcome to look in the comment section of my Instagram account to see the hashtags I like to use. But the more specific, the better. If you do something like hashtag fashion or hashtag food, no one's ever gonna find that. That's way too broad for anyone to be able to find you amongst all those posts. So the more specific, the better. I keep my hashtags pretty consistent for the most part, but I definitely do switch them up depending on the picture. If it's a picture of food, if it's a flat lay, if it's an outfit picture. But keeping them in my notes is still a time saver because the majority of the hashtags I just leave as is, and then I copy and paste them into my comment section and they are applied to the picture. You don't have to put them in your caption, you can just paste them into the comments. And the 5 dots are gonna make your hashtags the length so that they're hidden from everybody just scrolling through Instagram. Tip number 4, mix work with pleasure. I see this all the time on Instagram, whether it's a blogger or a business, where all of their pictures are just self-promo. They're telling you to go buy something, to go read something, to go watch something, and after a while that just gets a little bit, I don't know, it feels a little bit pushy. People don't like it when you're constantly telling them to do things, when you're constantly selling them something, because you need to make them care about you as a human being ultimately. If you're not using Instagram for a business type thing, then this tip doesn't apply to you. But if you are, make sure you're mixing your promo photos with fun lifestyle photos, photos that you're just taking to, you know, show off bits of your personality and your life, photos that show your family and what you're doing, what you're up to every day, the outfit you're wearing, things that just, you know, make people smile. Instagram should be fun, and you should let people get to know you, because the more they get to know you, the more they start caring about you as a human being, and then they're actually more likely to click on your blog posts, to go check out your photography website, or whatever other projects you're trying to share with the world. Tip number 5, tag brands and add your location. If you're showcasing products of any kind in your picture, make sure that you're tagging the brands in your photo, because that way you could have a chance of them reposting your photo, or other consumers of that brand could be scrolling through the tagged section of that brand, and they could find your picture and they could like it. It just increases the chance of you being found, of you being discovered and becoming an internet sensation. People also like to scroll through the locations tag, so make sure you're tagging your location as well, because it just increases the chance of you being found, man. Tip number 6. Don't just post selfies. Now, this is just a personal preference. I know plenty of Instagrammers who just post photos of themselves and they do a killer job, but this is my personal preference for my feed. I don't like to just post selfies or photos of myself, because I feel like it's harder to create a cohesive and strong, varied feed when there's just pictures of you. I personally like to have my Instagram represent all of me, not just the way that I look. I like to post photos of everything. I love accounts where bloggers post pictures of their outfits, of their families, of their pets, of their houses, of their books that they're reading, of the food they're eating, the things that they're up to. The more variety, the better, and the more I end up clicking back to the account to see what they're doing, because I feel like I get a better idea of who they are as a human. So this is what I like to apply to my own feed. So the rule that I like to follow is every other photo can be a photo of you. So I'll post a picture of my outfit, then I'll post a cute flat lay, I'll post a cute picture of my face, and then I'll post a cute photo of food. You see where I'm going here? I feel like following a pattern like this also makes your feed look a little bit more cohesive, and it just flows really nicely. So this is just, you know, a tip you can take with a grain of salt. Tip number 7. Post consistently. Now, obviously this entire video is directed towards people who actually want to have a social media presence, who want to be an Instagrammer, quote unquote. If you want to be an influencer or a blogger or whatever, you need to be posting consistently, guys. You can't post like once every other week and think that you're gonna have an impact on your Instagram. You need to be posting like pretty much every day. The bloggers that I see that are successful are posting like multiple times a day, so you need to be posting like every day, every other day. Maybe the least you should be posting is every couple days. If you're not posting, you'll become irrelevant. It's harsh, but it's true. What can I say? You'll lose followers and people will forget about you. And most likely, if you love Instagram, you have something to share. You have tons of photos at your disposal. You love going out and taking photos. You love working with photographers to have them take photos of you. I have seen a massive growth in my following ever since I decided to start posting consistently. I definitely don't post every day. I try to post every other day though, and it has been helping quite a bit. So I definitely recommend you do this as well. And my last tip, tip number 8, is to plan ahead. You'll never be able to be consistent and to post regularly if you're not planning ahead. Trust me, I used to try to go every day looking for the perfect moment to pop out at me, but the perfect moment does not do that. You need to stop waiting for the perfect moment to scream out at you so that you can capture it each day, because you're not gonna find a perfect moment to capture every single day. That's just way too unrealistic. Nobody leads such an aesthetically pleasing life, trust me. Personally, I like to take photos all the time. I love photography, so it's rare that a day goes by without me taking a photo, which is good because then I have a huge stock of photos to work with, which is really, really nice and really great for planning ahead purposes. But I also do make sure that I am scheduling time with photographers and my sister to take outfit photos, and I'm being the embarrassing person at a restaurant standing on my chair to get that food picture, and I do make sure that I'm taking the time out of my week to set up a few flat lays to make sure that I have stuff to post throughout the week. This isn't always the case, but around once a week or so I like to plan out my feed because I just think it's really fun. It's a hobby for me. While I'm watching Netflix or YouTube videos or whatever, I like to edit photos and test them out on my private Instagram page. Creating a private Instagram page is so easy. It's such an awesome way to plan out your feed and see how photos are gonna look, which is how I create that nice cohesive theme that I've got going. I mean, at least I think it's nice and cohesive. And also, ever since Instagram updated a while ago, it's super easy to switch through profiles on Instagram, so it's super hassle-free. Everything is in one place. I know there's other apps that you can do this through, and some people do it through ViscoCam, but I personally personally like to do it on Instagram because it's just right there. It's exactly the same and it's super easy to use once you set up the profile. So that is how I test out my photos. That's how I make sure that I have future things that look good on my feed, because if I just had to sit down and take a perfect picture and edit the perfect picture that's gonna just magically go on my feed every single day, I would not have an Instagram presence. Alright you guys, that's it for this video today. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I don't have a massive Instagram following, but I do know a lot about Instagram. I do a lot of research on Instagram. I've taken various workshops. I'm studying marketing and I feel like I know the platform pretty well, and I have seen a huge growth in my likes and in my followers and in my comments ever since I started applying these things. So I hope they are helpful to you. If they are, or if you have any tips you want to share, please comment them down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Check out me and Aline's social media platforms that are all down below in the description box. Thanks again for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe!